Let's have a look at a couple of different scenarios and what we need to do to remove the brackets. In the first example, I notice that I've got brackets around 2p take q. Now there's no multiplier or anything like that next to the brackets, so these brackets are actually not serving any purpose at all, and we can just remove them. So the first part of this expression would be 2p take q without brackets. Now the next part of this expression is a little bit more tricky. We've got negative q, and we need to multiply it by everything inside the brackets, which is the first term 3p and the second term negative m. Since q is a negative, we have to multiply negative q times by 3p. So we're going to end up with negative 3pq. Then we're going to multiply negative q by negative m. And when we multiply a negative with a negative, we're going to get a positive. So we're going to get positive qm. And that's the first term fully expressed. The main mistake that often gets made with these kind of questions is just mixing up the positives and negatives. Remember, a positive times by a negative will give a negative answer. A positive times a positive will give a positive answer, and a negative times a negative will also give a positive answer. All right, let's have a look at the next one. The first part of this one has 3 multiplied by a bracket that has two terms, 2x and minus 3. We need to start by multiplying 3 by both of these terms separately. So we're going to have 3 times by 2x, and we're going to have 3 times by negative 3. When we multiply this out, 3 times 2x is going to be 6x, and 3 times negative 3 is going to be negative 9. That's the first part complete. So now let's have a look at the second part. This time we've got a positive 2, and we need to multiply it by everything inside the brackets. So we're going to have 2 times 2, and we're going to have 2 times minus 3. 2 times 2 is going to be plus 4, so we'll add that on. And 2 times negative 3x will be negative 6x. So that's the same expression without the brackets, but we can make it a little bit simpler. We have some like terms that we can combine. We've got a 6x and a minus 6x. And we also have a minus 9 and a plus 4. When we combine 6x and negative 6x, they combine to nothing, so we don't need to write anything for the x part. And when we combine negative 9 and plus 4, that totals to minus 5. So that whole initial expression can be simplified down to minus 5.